The breakdown you're about to watch is brought to you by We Want Picks Premium Membership. Premium membership gets you all sorts of exclusive content, early bets, fantasy tools, and betting guides. Check it out now, WeWantPicks.com. Click Become a Member. Get ahead of these betting lines and get access to all of the tools now with an optimizer. We have a DraftKings optimizer available to you at the same low price of $10 a month. That's $2.50 a week. You get all of our bets early, all of our fantasy content early. You get betting tools and now a DraftKings optimizer, DraftKings ownership, and everything you need to build now up to 150 lineups with just a few clicks. WeWantPicks.com at the top. Click Become a Member. It is only $10 a month. All right, $10 a month. You have one good week. You pay for the whole year. WeWantPicks.com at the top. Click Become a Member. And as always, if you want $50, all you need to do is go to WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up with any one of our betting partners. Make a deposit, and I will send you $50 as a thank you. That's WeWantPicks.com/bets. Sign up, make a deposit. I'll send you $50. Next up at UFC Paris, we've got Khalid Taha taking on Cristian Quinonez. This is another switcheroo. Cristian Quinonez is stepping up on short notice. Khalid Taha lost his original opponent. Khalid Taha is 13-4 overall, 1-3-1 in his last 5, but he should be 2-3 because of an overturned submission win. Cristian Quinonez is 16-3 overall, 4-1 in his last 5, coming off a Contender Series win, and he is making his official UFC debut on short notice. Khalid Taha is a kickboxer with solid power, great speed, and a nice stance switching style. He comes forward and he's not afraid to exchange. He's definitely a striker, but he can grapple when he needs to. He just doesn't really have the takedowns to get it there. And if you look at his recent record, yes, he only has one win in his last 5, but he has not had any favorable matchups. He's not really been given any favors at all. The last 3 were Sergey Morozov, Hani Barcelos, and a win over the little Bruno Silva, but that was overturned because of USADA issues. Cristian Quinonez is a relentless grappler who never stops coming forward. His technique is not the cleanest, but he just doesn't stop coming forward, and he'll make up for any, imperfections in the technique with pace and pressure. He does a really great job getting you to think that you're in a brawl on your feet, right? He'll stand there, he'll bomb away, and you think, all right, that's what this fight is going to be, and then he will transition just straight up double legs and single legs, and he'll turn it into a grappling match. The issue for Cristian is that he can be hit. He can set too fast of a pace, and when I say he sets too fast of a pace, he literally, he'll blitz on his feet. Then he'll shoot a takedown, and he'll just shoot through you, and he'll end up in a scramble when he doesn't need to be. And instead of settling his hips, he'll just start bombing away, and he could just end up defending submissions when he was the one who was in a favorable position. So sometimes he's a little too eager to fight, too eager to get something going. But I do like Cristian here. He makes a lot of mistakes, but they're literally because he's fighting too hard and too fast. His mistakes aren't IQ mistakes. It's not that he's striking when he should grapple or the inverse. It's that he's trying too hard and shooting too hard and going right through you. He already took you down and he's still rolling forward. Those are the kind of mistakes he makes. But I think he can still outpace Taha to win. My real concern, I mentioned, Cristian is a bit hittable, and Taha has very real power. I think the well-timed takedowns are going to be the difference here, but Khalid Taha is much better than his record. Quinonez stepping up on short notice. I don't know what kind of shape he's going to be in. Official UFC debut. A lot of questions there, but I have to break it down as if it was full camp, and full camped up. I think Quinonez gets it done. What do you think?
Yeah, actually, when I broke down this fight on Twitter, I was doing the live breakdown, and then I checked the odds. I was actually kind of surprised that Cristian was the underdog. Obviously, it's a very close fight. It's kind of close, even closer now. It's almost a pick-em, basically.
It'll probably flip, yeah.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised that Cristian was the dog in this fight, because I think that he is kind of the more dynamic striker, does a little bit more in his striking with the kicks, as you mentioned, with the pressure. I don't see the speed and the power that Taha has, but I definitely see the more dynamic striking, as you mentioned, the wrestling ability as well. The thing that I hedge on the side of Taha in this matchup is not only the experience, because he's fought like some killers already in that division. That Morozov fight showed a lot about him, because Morozov was very relentless in the wrestling, and Taha, I know that he was taken down and kind of controlled in the first couple rounds, but it wasn't like just a immediate takedown. I think he actually showed pretty good takedown defense. Morozov is just kind of a different animal when it comes to wrestling. So when it comes to the wrestling of Cristian, I don't really worry about that as much with Taha. I think he has a good enough takedown defense to withstand that. And in the striking, he also showed his a hell of a chin versus Morozov as well. Morozov landed some good shots, and he just kind of walked right through it and kept pressing forward. And in the third round, this is what I loved about Taha. This is what kind of got my pick to Taha. Taha is going to be my pick in this fight. That third round, most fighters would have broke, man. He was taken down and controlled in the first, taken down and controlled in the second. He knew he needed to finish, but a lot of fighters just can't work up to that to be able to try and chase that finish. That third round, man, he was trying to chase a finish. He knows where he's at in a fight, and he's got that dog in him where he was trying to chase that finish. Obviously it did not work out, but you can see the heart and tenacity that he was bringing in that third round, even though he knew he was down 2-0. He didn't break. He didn't quit. He was coming forward. He's got the speed. He's got the power. He's got the chin. And Cristian in his Contender Series fight was wobbled a little bit, right? So I don't know if I can trust his chin against the power of Taha. I know he ended up winning that fight, so he ended up working out fine for him. But if this is a mostly striking battle, which I think it is, I want the experience, I want the speed, and definitely the power advantage that I see in Taha. So I'm going Taha. I understand the Cristian side of this. I actually was hoping that Taha was the underdog. When I broke down this fight, I was thinking, I think Taha's going to be an underdog. And I think he's going to be my lock of the week if he is. And I checked the odds. I was like, God damn it, man. He's the favorite. Slight favorite. Maybe it flips. Stay tuned Wednesday. We'll see. But, yeah, I mean, it's headed that way. But I do make my picks on Wednesday, so it's gotta flip before then. But if it flips, stay tuned. But, yeah, my picks will be Taha.
Yeah, I mean, I like Quinonez in this fight, but not enough to bet him. And then that's the issue. Because when he popped up, he was a medium-sized underdog. And I was looking at it. I wanted to place that bet, and I was like, there's just too many factors here. So I didn't pull the trigger. I'm done. I'm disappointed in myself, but then also, like, how could you bet it? UFC debut, short notice, and Taha is good. So I didn't, and I guess I'm fine with that. DraftKings, $8,300 is a great deal if you think Taha, Taha's the pick.
I mean, this is probably one of those, they always talk about like the 80 or $8,000 fighters are always in the optimal lineup. So I think one of these guys is probably going to be in the optimal lineup. I think they really go after it. Somebody might find a finish, but both these guys are pretty tough. So it could just be a big scoring, good value for either one of these guys. Whoever's going to get the decision wins, probably going to score 90, 100 points, even with strikes.
Yeah.
So I'll go with Taha.
Yes.
With mine.
Yeah, I mean, listen, this is a pick your side. If you think Taha wins, then $8,300 is fantastic value for a veteran with some very solid fights in him. If you think Quinonez is an awesome debut and he's ready to go and he's ready to rock, $7,900 is solid value there as well. So pick your side. I'm not going to try to convince you either way. Monkey Knife Fight strike line. I agree. I think it's a brawl. I think they go at it. I don't see an early finish. I think there's a lot of back and forth. That 81 is very high though. For a UFC debut, that's a very high 81. Because for him to get to that 81, it needs to be a wild brawl, and he needs to get some takedowns. Which I think it happens. But I don't know if I would do this Monkey Knife Fight strike line. What do you think?
I think even without the takedowns, I think these boys really go after it for 3 rounds, and those add up pretty quickly in those brawls because he's always moving forward. It's the kicks as well. It's not just the hands. So I think they get over. Well, if you guys are pretty confident in that, go to WeWantPicks.com/MKF. They will instantly match your deposit. And Monkey Knife Fight, all you need to do is say more or less on the total strikes. If you think Khalid Taha lands more than 65 and Cristian Quinonez more than 81, go ahead, tell them, and they will triple your money if you're correct. WeWantPicks.com/MKF. And don't forget, become a premium member. Full access to all of our bets the minute we place them. Jacob placed like 7 today. Those all went up. Yeah, I was surprised when I got that text. Those went up immediately. We had bets last week, and we do have a bet. I'm not going to tell you. We both have bets on the Anderson Silva Jake Paul fight. So
Actually, I didn't put it on premium membership yet, but it'll be there later today. Anyway, we're on picks.com. Click become a member. It's $10. Just suck it up.